Hey guys, Alex here with Truby Gaming, bringing you our very first video in 2020. We are in 2020. Happy New Year, everybody. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas and a happy holiday. I am post-commentating this episode as we dive back into our backtracking to pick up all the cages that we haven't got in Rayman 1. You can see I've also grayed out the death counter so that we don't go well. I'm gonna die like a billion times, but I only really want to show you where all of the bits and pieces are, so we will continue the death counter when we've got all the cages again. So we are going to be diving right back into Moskitos Nest. There are 4 cages we haven't got here, and the first of these is really simple. You literally just have to dive up to this tree and then it's right there. I don't know how we managed to miss that, but there you go, we did. The next one is, you basically, as you go through, you'll see the checkpoint, and you basically got to use your plum friend to then jump up here, and then you've got this massive long, essentially platform to just go through. There are enemies everywhere. There's like a few pickups and tings. That's what I'm trying to think of. As you can tell, I do not remember what they're called at all. You can probably tell as well, by the way, I'm very sorry. My voice is kind of dying. We did have a very eventful Christmas, so I'm going to work very hard not to cough throughout this commentary. But yeah, so this mini game is, I decided to go for it, and I'll speed it up for you. It's 17 tings, and you basically just got to jump on all these things. No problem at all. I've realized that I missed that one, but I thought, you know, it's fine. I'll come back for it. Gravity will surely be fast enough. So I keep going up the way. All we get 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. There's literally one more to get. I fall, and unfortunately it's not enough. But because I picked up 6 tings, it's like positive ting value, so I decide to do it again. Because, you know, second time's the charm, right? Like, that's definitely going to be the time that I manage to get this up. This time, I just can't platform at all and end up wasting an absolute boatload of time. A total boatload of time. But we're going in for a third attempt. We're definitely going to get this. Oh my god. Yeah, as I said, the reason I did this, that lives are a big thing in this game for me, because I suck and lose like a billion of them all the time. So the fact that I was earning tings while doing it, I was like, stuff it, I'll go in. And I thought, you know, I'd share my perfect run with you when I eventually got it. Now we're on 59 tings, 2 lives, 5 hits. We've got golden punches and everything. So of course, Rayman has this thing with hiding stuff and making it invisible until you do stuff. So I decide to jump for it, and then, well, that happens because I'm a total pleb. So I then have to go all the way back, but we do eventually get there. If you follow along these guys, do your swinging, do your jumping and your hovering, and then eventually you get more bad guys with more bullets. But there is, I promise you, a cage at the very end of this. It's being hidden by that guy, and I'm carefully avoiding him, as you can see. Get out of my way, give me that cage. That is 2 out of the 4 we needed in this level. Pick up the P, because obvious P is great, and then we're moving on to the next one. So the next cage that we want to get, you actually want to finish up this section, so just run on to the end. Oh yeah, and then it's another one that's based on the tree. So you basically jump on the tree and it's there. I don't know why, but this level is all about the trees. So we pick that one up, all's well that ends well. Continue through without falling into the water and dying. As you can see, I lost a life, that's definitely happened. And then you want to use Plum Friend to get the guy underneath. You can literally see the corner of it now. I'm trying to very carefully maneuver around the end goal because I don't really want to go through the level twice. And then the plum falls in this really awkward spot that I couldn't, like, you can't like charge your shot up because you've got the swinging one as well. But we do manage to get it in nice and easy. We're going swimming and we've got the final cage. That is all the cages for Moskitos Nest. Done. Super simple. And then to be fair, yeah, that is the end of the level. That would be where the boss is, but we're redoing the level, so that means we don't have to do the boss. Is that right? No. I'm currently going through... Okay, I totally forgot that I've left this in. I'm just going through to the end of the level, so I'm going to speed through this. Everything's wonderful. As you can tell, I haven't even... Oh, this is why I kept it. I kept it because I learned something a long while ago, and that's that you can pick up lives by throwing your fist. It threw me a little bit there. But you know, I get my free life, and then we get out of here. Moskitos Nest, done. Now we're going on to Bongo Hills. Yes, I think it's Bongo Hills. Bongo Hills is a horrible level. I hate it. We need all of them. So the first is by this drum enemy. You basically got to go down here and then sort of like wiggle yourself around down the holes where you would have thought you'd just fall and die. And you basically got to like fly over that. So you see the tings up here, the ones that I'm jumping for now. I thought that I could like ledge grab there, but I was wrong. You basically want to get over there. So you jump across, hop on some clouds, because clouds are your friend. And then, yeah, we are totally sorted, because as soon as you hit there, boom, there he is. So now, you actually now have to go all the way to the beginning of the level. So you do this by crawling all the way along here. Very, very slowly, mind you, but we're still crawling. It's all good. And then when you're eventually up there, you've got to swing back across, and then you want to jump up to the top there. And then if you just keep going on through the level as normal, everything's great. Oh yeah, don't forget to actually pick up the cage. That would help Alex. Right. 1 out of 6. So as you keep going across, there's a life over here, which is beautiful. So I'm just going to casually pick that up. Thank you. And then you basically hit the end of this section. No, I was thinking there's another one behind. I'm thinking of a later cage. So in the next section, you basically got to keep doing all of this like cloud gauntlet. I died far too many times on this, going back the second time, let alone in the first time. So you jump all the way across. You saw it briefly in the beginning, and you basically got to do. There's a missing cloud, basically. I just realised I'm on 99 tings. Oh, let's go. Give me the one ting. Give me the one ting. The one ting to rule them all. So yeah, you kill these guys, everything's great. But what you actually have to do is make a cloud spawn here. And that's actually also how you get, how you're supposed to get up there and get the other bits and pieces. So we hop over here behind the goalpost, and then, yeah, the cloud appears. We can hop up, we can pick up our bits and pieces, all is great. And then we're on the cloud. The cloud is our friend. We know the clouds are our friends. So along you go, pick up some additional things, and then, yeah, there is the cage. And yes, I did miss it, so I had to go back again just to pick up cage number 2. Ridiculous. So much time wasted, but you know what? It works. I also take damage there for absolutely no reason. And then we finally, yes, we kill the 2 Ribena people, and then we get out of here. Next section. So in this bit, when you're done past the checkpoint, you basically have to find this guy and fall underneath him, and then you see all of these profiterole guys, and you basically have to make your way to the bottom. This is a little more tricky than it looks. And yeah, I do take a little bit more damage than I should do. Do I? No, maybe I'm thinking of another attempt. There's also a lightning bolt guy right there. Just to be a real pain in the neck, there's a flipping lightning bolt guy there, but sure, whatever works. 3p at the top as well. Get the cage, cage number 3 done. And then all you've got to do is get yourself back to the top. Again, easier said than done. Oh my word, I tell you, I'm gonna need a glass of water when I'm finished with this, I tell you. Oh, come on, Alex, come on. Oh, I hate post-commentating because like, I feel so stupid watching myself fail. All you've got to do is climb the profiteroles. It's not that hard. There we go, there we go. Climb up, you get the cloud, Yes. And then you can jump on the maraca rocket and then off you go. There's nothing else in that section, so we're just going to dive to the end and call it a day. Simple. Simple and clean. And now we go here. I hate this part of the level. Absolutely hate it. But there you go. In order to get the cage here, you literally just have to run and jump for it. Real simple. It's not a particularly difficult jump. I think I was failing it before because I didn't have the run and I didn't have the powered up fists. But that's my excuse, take it or leave it. So the next one, this, again, next section, as you go through, you eventually roll through the profiteroles and you get small. So that means obviously you are tiny, so you can fit in certain gaps. So you basically now have to go backwards. Avoid this guy. This guy is trash. I don't know where he comes from. He just appears out of nowhere and is just mean and horrible. But there you go, I suppose. You've got to come all the way over down here. Keep going, keep going. And then this is actually the beginning of the section. So when you basically have to get back to the beginning while being small and then jump over here. That's what I'm trying to say. My word, English is not working for me right now. Going up here is totally pointless if you're already small, apart from like 5 or 6 tings. So I don't know why I'm doing it, but there you go. There's the cage that you're going for. And all you've got to do is just go a little bit to the left. No, get off the cloud. Go a little bit to the left, hit this cloud, and this cloud will take you up to the cage. It's a nice little ride. You get some tings sorted. Yay, everything's great. And that, I think, is the 4th cage. Is it the 4th or 5th? No, it's the 5th. Cool. So that's the 5th cage of this absolutely horrendous level. I still hate this level. Fun fact, I actually died after I got a game over after getting the 6 cages in this. So I then had to redo it again. And here's the 6th one. So I pause here for dramatic effect, just to make sure I know where I'm going, because I do have a guide open. And you basically just have to run along here, avoid some stuff that appears out of nowhere, like you guys, and that, and yep, that. You can't break it out. And there it is. The final cage of Bongo Hills, sorted. Avoid the bullets, because nobody likes getting shot at. I said avoid the bullets. Like I say, I find it so awkward just watching myself fail at this sometimes. I mean, goddamn. I used to think I was pretty good at video games when I was a kid, but clearly I am totally wrong. Either that or I used to be really good and just lost all of my skills. But yeah. And those are all of them for Bongo Hills. Bongo Hills, simple, sorted. I never have to do that level again. I am so pleased at that fact. It is glorious knowing that I don't have to go back to that level, I have to say. Absolutely horrendous level. There's also a whole other section after that, but there you go. So we move on now from Bongo Hills to Allegro Presto. So, Allegro Presto. This one isn't quite as bad. So when you're sliding along on the first bit, you actually want to jump up here. You'll eventually get round to it as you're sort of zigzagging down the level. And the cage is just hidden up there. I'm actually surprised that I missed that one on my run through because I can see the platform. There's a ting there. It's fairly well shown. There was one under there as well, which we've seen. But the next one is actually up there. So you have to get like a really solid run and you have to jump and land up there. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. So you can see my frivolous attempts to run up it, but eventually we do manage to find a solid run and a solid way of doing it. So there you go. 6th cage of Allegro Presto. Then all you need to do is deal with the saxophone guys and go through the rest of the level. It's not too bad when you know what to expect. Oh, okay, Gong Heights. Gong Heights caused me some great pain, I have to admit, some great pain. But the first cage that I've actually been missing is just over here. So you just jump. This is literally the beginning of the level. Just jump straight up and it's right there. Sorted. No problem. Just avoid the level exit post and you're sorted. So I'm like, cool, wonderful, okay, good to know. Oh God. So now that I have shown you that I totally suck at just being able to get past this bit, we then move a little bit further over to here. And you basically have to, whoa. Okay, we made it. Okay, I know we made it, but like, I still can't believe I managed to do that. You basically want to get up here and then you kind of want to go for a run with it. And then ledge grab there, and then that's the cage. 6th cage of Gong Heights. Gong Heights? Yes, Gong Heights. And that's us done. So now we do Twilight Gulch. I don't even know what to say about this level right now. This level is ridiculous. So the first 2 cages that I'm going to pick up, let's start with them. They are actually ones that I found when I was playing through initially, but then gave up trying to pick them up each time because I got too many game overs. So real simple, we've seen all of this. You basically just got to go through, crawl along down here. I don't know how to avoid this guy without taking damage, so damage boost through this guy. There's no point not to be honest. Knock him out, keep crawling along, and you can carry on your day. There's a trigger somewhere, there it is, that spawns that cage. So that's the 3rd cage we needed. And then, no, the 4th cage, and then the 5th cage is this one. Cool. Okay, now we need to briefly talk about the next one. Okay, so this next one is absolutely horrendous. I've been told by the forums that this is the hardest cage to get in the game. Oh, also, I suck. But basically, there's a ring that you have to get, and you can just about see it right there. And the only way to get it is it's just stupid precise. You have to run, jump at the right time, glide for the right length of time, all sorts of nonsense. So you can see I decided to dive down and pick up an extra fist power to try and give me some additional help. I picked up the one over here as well, and then managed to spawn this guy, and he managed to cause a load of problems. I die, I go all the way back again. Like this, honestly, I've sped this up, but I've actually cut out a lot of this as well. Like this was, I don't even know how many attempts. Like I was doing this for at least an hour. I'm not gonna lie, at least an hour. And the downside is the fact that like I actually managed to do it like twice before I actually then made it. But there you go. I guess that's just how we roll. But no, so it's just stupid precise. I tell you, the amount of time that I was just sort of thinking, is this even possible? Is this really the way to do it? Is there a trigger box I haven't found for like an additional cloud or something? Because like I could really have done with that cloud. I mean, you know, clouds are your friend in this game, and that would have really helped me out. But no, just jumping back and forth continually for a ridiculous length of time. Oh my god, literally seeing it now, the sheer pain of my failure. But we do make it. Of course. I'm going to pick up those 4 things for good measure. I do pause it because I was afraid of then falling and dying and all of that nonsense. So, you know, obviously I'm going to pause it, but we do get there. We do get the last cage, and that is 6 cages for Twilight Gulch. Oh, okay. I have to admit, those are all the levels that I've done in this episode. I know that makes this a little bit of a shorter episode, but editing all this stuff together with like coming back from Christmas, things have been a little bit crazy, and me getting sick has not helped. So I do apologize about that. In the next episode, we're going to be going through some more backtracking. I don't know if we'll finish it off next episode. It's either going to be episode 16 or 17 that we finish off the backtracking. But you will obviously be there to see it when it comes out next Wednesday. But yeah, the final bits of Twilight Gulch, all you got to do is hop across, and there you go. Sorted, no worries.